Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man, and you guessed it, it's time to make some soap. So today I'm going to be doing what I'm going to call a nighttime soap scene. And truth is, this is not my idea. I saw somebody do this just recently, and I cannot for the life of me remember her name. I'd love to, because I'd love to give her the credit. It's not going to be the same as hers. It's going to be similar to hers, and it's definitely inspired by hers. If you did a nighttime soap scene recently that's kind of like what I'm doing and you're watching this, shoot me a note down below so I can give you the credit. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. So I'm going to have a bottom layer, which is kind of like the sand on the beach at nighttime, so it's going to be brown. And then I'm basically going to have pretty much a black background with some swirls or some, what am I trying to say, some nighttime clouds whisked into it. I'll show you the colors as I'm going along, but I'm going to be fragrancing this with Nurture Soap's 8th and Ocean. I've used this for years. I love it. It meets what I consider a 5-star fragrance. It smells good, it behaves well, and it holds up in cold process. If it meets those, I consider it a 5-star. Let's get started, and I'll just show you the colors as I'm going along. Soaping about 87, which is well within the comfort zone for me, and a little bit of thick batter would not be bad for this design. So let's just get started. So we're slowly pouring our oils, lined the oils. I can't speak this evening. We will bring this to a very light basic emulsion. Which has been achieved. Maybe one more. No, it's good. This should be a pretty simple pour, so I'm going to pour this first one off for the soap frosting, which is going to be a single color. If you watched the last one, you saw the piping disaster when I tried to do 2 colors. This will be a single color. And I'll set it out of the way. This is going to be for the brown sand. This is going to be for the wispy clouds. Maybe a little more. And then this will be for the black background. So we've got the piping, the sand, the background. Yep. Okay. So on the brown sand, I'm using Nurture Soap's Mocha Brown. And I'm also going to be adding in some walnut shell powder that Renee from Soaps for Love sent to me. We don't need too much of this because I don't want it super dark. It will be a dark soap anyway. That looks good. It's already too dark, but oh well. Nothing I can do. I don't know if this will show up or not in the dark sand. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Don't worry about it. But it definitely shows up when I do like a lighter sand. Let's give this a heavy stick blend so it'll set up quickly. Get this into our mold while it's nice and pourable. Scrape everything out so we don't waste any soap. And I'll be back when that sets up and can support the next layer. Alright, it's been 15 minutes and that brown soap is just barely able to be textured. So I gotta move on. So for the night sky, the wispy clouds are going to be brambleberries off of pearl mica. That's what I used in the hot process, just so this isn't such a totally dark soap. So we'll put that in there. Stir that in, see what it looks like. It looks good. And then the night sky is going to be Nurture Soap's activated charcoal. So let's stir this in, see what our night sky looks like. I love activated charcoal to make a black soap, but it is so light, it just goes everywhere. It's so messy. And that's good. So let me just stir this a little bit more. Actually going to take my spatula to that, so let's get a little bit of fragrance in each. Let's save that for our frosting. Scrape the sides down, make sure I get all that activated charcoal mixed into this one. And I'm going to stick blend these because they're a little thin. That fragrance just behaves so well. This will just in the pot swirl. I call this one to set up, but that's kind of good. This, yeah, well, that is still jiggly. I mean, it's just settling right back down, so I'm going to be careful and pour this on the spatula. Clean my mess up. Alright, now I will have to let that set up before I even dare mix up the soap frosting. So, guess what, folks? I'll be back. Alright, we're back to cut our soap, and from what I'm seeing so far, I'm really pleased with it. And I think the navy blue top was definitely the way to go. So let's dive right into it and see what we have. Oh, that's exactly what I'd planned. Exactly to the letter what I was planning. I'm calling this 8th and Ocean Midnight because the fragrance is 8th and Ocean, and I'm kind of trying to represent a nighttime. So I'm not really going for a beach scene. And I realized after watching the video that I forgot to fragrance the brown, and that's why it took forever to set up, and I really didn't get a texture in the bottom like I was wanting. But regardless, I'm really happy with this. I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but I have some, I'm not sure if that's glycerin rivers in the bottom or not, but it actually, if it is, it's really perfect for this soap. I almost never get glycerin rivers because of a water discount, but if that's what that is, in this instance, it's perfect, and it's just in the brown, and that's where, if it's going to happen, where it should happen. You may not see it on camera, but I can definitely, it's definitely there. So there we have it, and I am super pleased with these. Exactly what I was hoping for. And once again, if you're watching this and you recently did a soap very similar to this, give me a shout out down below. I'd like to know who you are because you inspired it. I just unfortunately can't remember the name of your channel. And everybody, thanks for watching. You all have a great holiday weekend. Thanks to all of our veterans, and you all stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you early to mid next week for some hot process. All right, bye everybody.